Rudder pedals are important, but they're not as glamorous as some of the other flight simulator accessories. So I think a lot of desktop pilots tend to just skip the rudder pedals altogether. In real flying, one of the first things we learn is to steer the airplane with the rudder pedals while on the ground. The rudder is required for useful things like crosswind landings, slips, formation flying, and shooting things and blowing up stuff. Now, take this target for example. We need to aim just a little more to the right, so we yaw the airplane with the little right rudder, and bang! Has about a little lead poisoning. CH Products sells the most popular brand of flight simulator rudder pedals. So let's talk about how you can get the most enjoyment from yours. You see how the rudder pedals scoot around on the floor when you're pressing on them? Or maybe you push on the pedal and your chair rolls away from it. The solution is called the rudder pedal stay there. I always try to create things that are as simple as possible. Keep it simple. And I knew that if I could come up with a simple solution to this, then more people would try it and benefit from it. So here it is. A panel of medium density fiberboard, or MDF. It's connected to the rudder pedals. You roll your chair onto the panel and the front wheel of your chair locks into the slot. Now you can fly and fly without the chair or the pedals scooting away from each other. After you're done flying, simply put your feet down, gently push and roll away. Easy, easy, easy. So let's build it. The MDF panel is 3/8 inches thick. 1/4 inch might work also. It's 12 inches wide, 42 inches long. If you don't have a circular saw, have the guys at the hardware store cut this for you. Now this should work with most office chairs. Most chairs have 2-inch wheels. And even this ugly chair with the smaller wheels still works just as good. The center slot is 19 inches from the edge. You see that this puts the chair about 7 inches from the rudder pedals. Now this works well for me, but you may need to cut the slot closer or farther away depending on the length of your legs. I'm 5'9" if that helps you out. So draw the slot using your straight edge. It's 3 inches wide and 1 inch long. And before we cut it out, we're going to drill the corners of the square with a 1/4 inch drill bit. Next, cut out the square with a jigsaw if you have one. If you don't have a jigsaw, you could possibly use a handsaw for this. Now the next step is to attach the rudder pedals to the MDF panel. Now you kids already know how I feel about duct tape. I don't like to use it because I think it looks unprofessional. It looks a little cheap. But since this is going to be under your desk where people won't see it very much, maybe it's okay to use duct tape on this one little project. There are alternatives to duct tape. You could use epoxy to glue the rudder pedals to the panel, but that would be permanent. You could use Velcro, which would give you the option to adjust the pedals back and forth for different leg lengths. And now you're finished. Put the pedals under your desk, sit in your chair, and roll one wheel up onto the panel. You might need to steer it a little bit with your foot. Roll the wheel into the slot, and now you're locked in place. The rudder pedals and your chair stay put while you're flying. And that, my friends, is a rudder pedal stay there.